It's June 24th, and I thought I'd do a quick update and show you what's growing in my garden. We had a huge rain yesterday, and it was pretty hard on some of this squash. You can see the stuff's kind of bent over and beat up. If you look in here, we just picked them yesterday, but you can see there's another one, squash right there. The rest of it's pretty beat up. Let's see what's on down here. So this squash is huge. If you look inside there, you can see a bunch of little baby squashes. We've been eating squash for maybe 3 weeks now, and just picked a bunch yesterday. Looks like some of these will be ready to pick tomorrow. This is zucchini next right here, and I came out yesterday and picked all that I could find, but you can see there's some already starting to grow back. I think this big one right here is another yellow squash. So again, just pick this stuff. If I turn around right here behind me, these are green beans. These are Blue Lake bush, and again, they're kind of beat up and bent over from the rain. You can't see much from the top. But if you start looking under here, got green beans. Look at that. Most visible where the plants are kind of bent over. So, from the looks of this, we got a little short piece of a row here. We're going to be picking and canning green beans this weekend. It's Tuesday. May do it some this week. Just look under here. Yeah. There's green beans. Right here's what's left of the sweet corn. We picked a wheelbarrow load the other day and cut most of it off and froze it. It's all pretty small this year. This whole plant right here is, I don't know, 4 feet tall. But I planted over there where I plowed up where I pulled my onions, and there was some corn at the end of this row. I planted 2 new rows of onions. Half of those 2 rows is Candy, and the other half is Silver Queen. So we'll see how that does. So if you look right here, it looks like a vine is taking over about half of the garden, which is just about the truth. This is a couple of butternut squash vines. You can't see the butternut squash from up high, but if we bend down just a little, it's all over the place. I'm guessing all this rain we're having this spring and early summer is doing a lot of good. I don't know if you can see them over there, but they're just all over the place. Anyway, so gonna have lots of butternut squash to eat, it looks like. Got a good stand of crabgrass right there if anybody wants some crabgrass. This right here is the last of my radishes. They're obviously way too big to eat now, but I'm not bothering them. Right here, all the way out to where the sweet potatoes start. This is pink eye purple whole peas. They're blooming kind of all over. Getting the little stalks for this is a top pick variety. So hopefully we'll be picking pink eye purple whole peas. I've got 2 more little stuck together in the place of 1 row. 2 more rows of pink eye purple whole peas that should get ready 3 or 4 weeks after these first ones. The tomatoes are growing gangbusters. I got to eat half of a ripe Tommy-toe tomato the other day, and my wife got the other half of it. My 2 girls have had a dozen each, but they were generous enough to share one tomato for Mom and Dad the other day. Lots of Tommy 2 tomatoes. Look, there's pretty close to being ripe right there. And there's just lots of them in here. I don't know if they're going to all show up on this video, but there are lots of little Tommy 2 tomatoes growing. And then over a couple of plants. These are pink brandywine. No signs of a ripe one yet, but lots of big ones. I don't know how well they show up. There are lots of tomatoes in here. Right over here behind these tomatoes are some watermelons, which are kind of doing exactly like the butternut squash. They're growing all over the place. I don't know how well they'll show up, but there are lots of little watermelons in there. This is I think this is called Sugar Baby, or something like that. Up to about right here, all the watermelons are supposed to be small like this. And there are a bunch of them. And just scattered all in through here, and then on out at the end of the row, some bigger variety, I don't remember what kind. Okra right here, not doing anything. My pole beans are just starting to climb up. I've not seen a bloom on these yet, but they're just now starting to climb. And I've got some snow peas that came up really late, and I wouldn't have thought that they would stand this heat, but they're making peas, so I'm not going to pull them up. I'm going to see if they make and eat them. Probably not enough to can, but hopefully enough for a meal. I have lots and lots of peppers. These are ghost peppers, and they're just now starting to put on fruit. If you look in there, if anybody wants ghost peppers and you live in northwest Georgia, I'd love to give you some. I need about 3 of them a year for a chili cook-off at church, and that's all that I need. But there are lots of them on here. These are some ornamental peppers I've been growing for a few years. They're pretty hot. They're small enough they're a pain to mess with and try to can, but they're just kind of neat, so I like to grow them. I'm probably going to pick these and carry them to work. People at work like them. And then right here I've got some accidental hybrid black jalapenos. They last year one of these must have been pollinated with a regular jalapeno because I planted seeds out of one of these peppers, and I got 2 plants like this. So that's definitely a jalapeno, it's just black. I don't know if I'll can those or not. I expect they're a bunch hotter than regular jalapenos. But I got 2 plants full. These plants right here are regular jalapenos, and I just got through picking those. I'll show you the bucket here in just a second. And then these are bell peppers. So lots of bell peppers on here. They're all green. I don't know what to think about these that are yellow so soon. I tasted a couple the other day and they were pretty bland. So I don't know if I should pick them and start over or what, but there's some there. And then right here is a 5-gallon bucket that's almost half full of jalapenos that I just picked. I'm about to go can them in my my new canner. Got a new All-American 921. Came in today, so gonna give it a workout. And that's it for the 24th of June, 2014.